Welcome yogis, namaste. My name is Eric. Please say hi to the yogis around you, offer your name and an optional smile. This is an intermediate advanced Vinyasa class. You'll have lots of options to monkey around if you are called to explore those variations today. But as always, take it at your own pace. Okay, please find a tall, comfortable seat. Any way that you'd like to sit is fine with me. Close your eyes. Root down through your sitting bones. Take a full breath all the way in. And exhale all the way out. Keep exhaling. Keep exhaling, keep releasing and letting go. And again, breathe in to receive and fill all the way up. Exhale, releasing, releasing, still releasing. And then repeat, so the in-breath draws all the way up. And let it all the way out. Stay with your breath and make sure every time that you exhale all the way out until you're empty. You might even savor the emptiness briefly before you return to the fullness. And this is the dance of life. Navigating the spaces between empty and full, being full and empty at the same time. Shifting away from the polarities and being in the middle path. As you breathe, allow any density in the shoulder girdle to soften a little bit more. Any effort in your hips that might be excessive, to back away from that excess. Please draw your hands to heart center and set an intention for your practice. Hands release as you open your eyes. Draw your hands to your knees or your thighs. We'll begin with Sufi grinds. There's big circular movements, doesn't matter which direction you begin in. And there's no wrong or right way to do this. It's a nice reminder that there's never a wrong or a right way to feel. Whatever emotions you're experiencing are valid. Any movement you do in this moment is valid. And then change the direction and rotate the other side. You're getting your side body in, maybe a bit of the neck, the shoulders, definitely your elbows, even your wrists are getting some love and some movement here. And then come into center. If you're in Vajrasana with your heels back, great. If your legs are crossed, switch the cross of the shin. And we'll do one round of Kapalabhati breath. If you want to supercharge the breath, you can take your thumb and wrap your forefingers around it and lift your arms up. This is going to be a lot more energizing, so if you're doing this practice in the morning, this might be a good idea. All right, first round. Take a full breath all the way in and begin. Stop right there. Inhale all the way up. Hold Panjalandhara Bandha for 5. Release Bandha, exhale. Hold on the empty for 5. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. So refreshing. Okay, from here, yogis, come onto your back. Now, this class for me is really all about balancing the nervous system, which I think for a lot of us, our nervous system can feel out of whack right now, and that's totally valid. So rather than push that away, we'll approach our practice from that perspective, that things are out of whack and we're here just to have a little bit more balance that we can bring to the rest of our lives. Okay. Feet as wide as the mat, knees together, and then start to windscreen wiper the knees side to side. Okay. Good old-fashioned core work. Bring your feet hip-width apart. Grab the back of your right thigh, straighten through your right leg. Climb your hands up, hang back like a little tree animal, and then extend your left leg. The leg is floating. Okay. Really press the lumbar curve down. Left arm reaches up, and then thread it outside of the right thigh. Interlace your fingers. The lifted leg is going to move. Keep the right shoulder blade off the floor. Inhale, lower your right leg. Exhale, zip it up. Inhale, lower the right leg. Exhale, zip it up. Breath in, out, in, out, in, out. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Catch your leg. Bend the elbows if you need to keep your upper back off the floor and active through both feet. And as the thigh starts to open, the hamstrings start to relax, and you drift a little bit further towards the floor, bend your elbows again. Press your low back down again. Relax your neck. So yes, this kind of looks like core work from the outside, but I find it's really effective at opening up the hips so that you can get more extension in your hamstrings. One more time, if you drifted far back, bend the elbows, press your low back down, active in your feet. Try to soften through your breath. Take one more full inhalation. And exhale. Now keep your left leg hovering. Interlace your fingers, press them up towards the sky. Roll your spine down towards the floor. Left heel still hovering, right leg pressing up. Low belly draws down and in. One more breath in. Exhale, relax your left leg. Ardha Uttanasana, hug the right knee into the chest, maybe even a little bit off to the side. Oh, that's a juicy stretch. And then a quick little Shavasana, don't get too comfy. Flop around a little bit. Okay, yogis go both ways. Let's do the second side. Step your feet in. Extend your left leg, grab the back of the left calf, shoulders off the floor, press your low back down, and then extend your right leg. Heel is hovering. We're moving only the left leg. So spread through your toes. Thread the right arm outside of your left leg. Interlace your fingers. And lower your left leg. Inhale, zip it up. Exhale. Lower the left leg. Inhale, zip it up. Lower. 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 For 3. For 2. Last one. 1. Catch the leg. Try to relax the base of the neck. Active through your toes. Bend the elbows. Drift back. Keep the upper back off the floor. Smooth out your breath. Continue to relax the top of the shoulders, the base of the neck. It really creeps up here. One more inhale. All right, interlace your fingers and slowly roll the upper back to the earth. Legs are active. So look at us here. We're practically in Warrior 3, but on our back. Take one more breath in and Ardha Apanasana, exhale. Take your knee off to the side just slightly. And then relax. Little Shavasana, pause or we'll wiggle around a bit. Okay. Feet step in. I'm going to give you 3 options, progressions, so you can work with them or not. One is to stay on your back and windscreen wiper a little bit more. You can grab the backs of your thighs, rock and roll up and down. That's variation 2. And variation 3 will be to rock and roll up to a squat, and then roll back, and then squat, and back. Malasana, and roll back. Malasana, roll back. Last time. Malasana, and roll back. Malasana. Let's all meet in Uttanasana. Fold forward, feet hip width apart. So if you're on your back, make your way up and fold. Ragdoll, grab opposite elbows. Relax the head. Hands release. We'll very slowly roll up, tailbone tucks for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the shoulders back, a good shrug. Spinal roll is great for the nervous system. So we'll do it again. Tuck your chin. Roll down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then again. So I'll talk a little bit as we're doing these. And we're going to do a few. Slower is better. Oftentimes it can feel like several of our vertebrae are fused together and that they're not articulating independently. And particularly in our asana practice, we can get away with leaving those particular joints immobile. Little workarounds that we unconsciously develop. Right? But the real richness in our asana practice, and this definitely translates in our chakras and how we walk this earth, is when we want to mobilize and bring energy and awareness to the parts of ourselves that we eagerly and oftentimes conveniently work around. But if we spend too much time and energy working around them, it's really just delayed sabotage. Okay. It's nice to get curious. What am I unwilling to work with? What am I resisting? Surya Namaskar C. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Float your right foot back and lower the knee. Exhale. Arms towards the sky. Breath in. And for now, downward facing dog on the out breath. Step back. Lift your heels, round the spine, roll forward. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, roll forward, high plank pose. Down dog, exhale. Last time, roll forward on the in-breath and lower all the way down to your belly. Exhale. 3 baby cobras, peel up, breath in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up, pubic bone down, and exhale. Last time, inhale, peel up, and exhale, press back, Adho Mukha. Let's float the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step all the way through lower left knee. Inhale, float the arms towards the sky, lift up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Root to rise, reach your arms towards the sky on the inhalation, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Long spine, pull your heart forward, keep the length, left foot steps back, and lower your knee. Inhale, lift all the way up, and exhale, downward facing dog, step back. Inhale, high plank pose, belly pulls in. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, drift forward, grip the fingertips. Exhale, downward facing dog. And last time, inhale, roll forward. Exhale, chaturanga, hello salt lamp. Upward facing dog. And Adho Mukha, exhale. Float your left leg high. Exhale, step through. Lower right knee, arms towards the sky. And step forward, fold forward, Uttanasana, exhale. Root to rise, arms up towards the sky on the in-breath. Hands to heart center. Exhale. Same, but a little bit different. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Right foot steps back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. High plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward facing. And downward facing dog, breath out. Float the right leg high. Tiger curl, knee to your nose, exhale. Inhale, send the leg high. Again, tiger curl, exhale. Last time, send the leg high, breath in. Tiger curl, exhale, pause, inhale, pull it in closer. Exhale, step through. Light on your fingertips. Hitch your arms into your sockets. Pull your chest forward. Stay there. For a little more work, arms reach back. Keep pulling your heart forward. For a little more work, reach your arms forward heavy in your right heel. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale, 1. Last breath in. And last breath out. If your arms are back, reach them forward. Step to chair pose, nice and low. Inhale, Utkatasana. Tuck your tailbone and ripple all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, bow down. Second side, inhale, heart lengthens. Exhale, step left foot back, lower knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down, dog pose. High plank on the in-breath and lower chaturanga. Look forward. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. Left leg lifts. Inhale and knee to nose. Exhale. Inhale, send the leg high. Knee to nose, breath out. Last time, lift the leg and knee to nose. Exhale, little pause, pull it in closer, breath in. Exhale, step through. Light on your fingertips, pull your chest forward, hitch the arms back in, keep them there, reach them back, or very courageously, reach them forward. Spreading through your toes. Left thigh bone runs from the front of the room towards the back of the room. Final breath out. Lightly step to chair pose, reaching forward, tuck the tailbone, and ripple up like a wave. Hands to heart center. Exhale. One sun A. Inhale. Fold. Inhale. Chaturanga. Breath in. And exhale. Hold for 3 cycles of breath. Pull your lower ribs in. And lift your forearms. Inhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or hop all the way up. Halfway lift. Soften your belly and fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, hands to heart center. Still flowing. Inhale, lift up. Bow down. Flat back. Plant your palms, Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha. And Ujjayi, exhale, Adho Mukha. Float your right leg high and exhale, step through, rise to your high crescent lunge. Lift all the way up. Tailbone descends. And feel both of your outer hips moving down in tandem as the sides of your waist lift up. Full breath in. Left arm forward, right arm back. Exhale, reach through your fingertips. Good. Move through high crescent lunge, Ujjayi, inhale, and through warrior 2, exhale. Make sure you lengthen your pose in your warrior 2. And I've recently fallen in love with warrior 2. Again, we've had an on-again, off-again, on-again relationship. Particularly, my interest is a lot in the back leg. Feel your outer left thigh rolling slightly forward. As you feel the quadricep press the leg back, and then the glute firing as well. So 3 really distinct actions help you get a little bit lower. And marry that to the grounding of the tailbone, the lifting of the chest. Reverse warrior, inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, side angle pose. You can stay kind of high and upright, that's cool, or take your hand lower, any variation that works for you, but keep the same action happening in your outer left hip. Wrap your left arm behind your back body, back of hand to back of heart. And then inhale, reach the arm over ear, pinky is down, thumb is up, get long. Exhale, wrap it back, roll the chest open. Twice more, inhale, reach overhead, and exhale. Last time, yogis, overhead on the in-breath, and exhale. Reach the arm overhead, nice little pause. Your right arm will reach across the front of the navel. Roll your chest open, but keep rolling the outer left hip down, this nice, beautiful spiral line. Take one more breath in. Rise up. Warrior two. Exhale. Pivot to your high crescent lunge. Breathe in. Lower your left knee. Exhale. Full breath in Anjaneyasana. Sweep the arms back. Curl the toes to your nose. Exhale. Inhale, come forward, lift up. Exhale, draw back. Last time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, draw back. Keep the hips back, right leg straight. But start to lift your arms up towards the sky. Curl your right toes back so you're active in the leg. Hook your thumbs and take a side bend to the right. Then inhale, reach up. Send your left arm forward and your right arm back. Try to keep your hips centered. This is going to be where a lot of us stay. Some of you will be comfortable to take your right hand down. Grab your left heel. And then reach up and back so you get this lifting of your heart. Okay, wherever you are, we're all going to come to the same place, which is an easy twist. Come forward into the right foot. Bring your left hand down. Lift your left knee and open up. And we'll reverse it. Lower the left knee. Lift the arms back up into your hips. Could be where you park it. Or start to tip. Spiral open, lift up. And again, come forward, forward, forward. Left hand down. Left knee lifts. Reach up, twist open. Last time, lower left knee, guide back, spiral up, take a breath in and out, come forward into your easy twist. Take the right arm over the ear, circle it down, plant your palms, and step back, high plank pose. Optional vinyasa, or right back into your downward facing dog. Side B, float your left leg all the way up towards the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Rise all the way up. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Squeegee the right foot back so you're long in shape. Heavy in your left heel. And again, feel the pelvis descending, neutral pelvis descending. Send the right arm forward, left arm back, twist. Keep lifting your chest up. Move through high crescent lunge. Inhale and fan open into warrior two. Exhale. There's usually more space to go in your Vira 2 unless you're hypermobile. I'd encourage taking up more space. So much of how we relate to the world around us, the people around us, even relate to ourselves, is in the context of our nervous system. When we're in fight or flight, we're more likely to perceive experiences as threats. Even we can perceive our loved ones as enemies. But when we are in rest and digest, we are more capable of seeing things as they are. And whatever phase of nervous system we're in, our experience is very real to us. If we're in fight or flight, it's real, but not true, a lot of the threats we're experiencing. If we're in rest and digest, our experiences are often both real and true. Take one more inhale. Exhale all the way out. Reverse warrior on the in-breath. Big stretch of your left side body. And exhale, extended side angle. Spiral your right pinky down, thumb is up. Okay. Take a breath in. Exhale, wrap the right arm behind the back body, back of hand to back of heart. Inhale, reach over the ear. And again, exhale, reach back. Inhale over the ear, and last time, reach back. Exhale, roll open. Keep your chest open. Inhale, reach over. Left arm reaches towards the back of your mat. Get long. Stay low. Can you get a little heavier in your right foot? Last in breath. Rise up, warrior two. Exhale. Pivot high, crescent lunge. Breath in. Lower your right knee. Exhale. Breath in. Glide back. Inhale forward, lift up. Exhale, glide back. Inhale forward, lift up. Exhale, glide back. Left foot stays active. Keep your left leg relatively straight as you take your arms up towards the sky. And this is a great place to stay or twist. Send the right arm forward, left arm back. Ooh. Cool to stay here or spiral open. Turn your chest up towards the sky. And then easy twist. However you need to get there, lift up. If you want to take it a little bit further, left arm could reach over the ear. That's just that last little bit. Okay, 2 more times. Glide back. Chest opens. And then come forward, easy twist. Option to take the left arm over the ear. Last time. And easy twist. Take a breath in. And exhale, step back, high plank pose. Breathe in your high plank. Optional vinyasa or Adho Mukha, exhale. All right, slowly walk all the way forward to the very front of the mat. Ragdoll. Breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Tuck the tailbone, slowly roll up. Shrug your shoulders, rolling back and down. Okay, so a few cycles of breath of joy. A little bit more stoking of the nervous system before we make our way to bring it right back down. So our nervous system isn't necessarily you're either in fight or flight or you're either in rest and digest. These two parts of our nervous system regulate one another, and we want to make sure that we can explore them in a healthy and balanced, safe way. Okay? So breath of joy, really energizing, really uplifting, and once we kind of burn through that energy, our softer poses will feel that much softer at the end of this. So it's really 4 parts. It's 3 inhales followed by 1 exhale. Looks like this. I'll demonstrate first and then we'll get into it together. All right, so feet kind of wide, toes pointing out, soft bend in your knees. So inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. If you get dizzy, please stop. Okay, so we're gonna go for until we're done. All right, here we go. Let's begin. 5, 4, 3, last one. Pause in standing. Bring a hand to your heart, hand to your belly. Close your eyes, breathe and feel your beautiful divine aliveness. You are so exceptional, so exquisite. Something as perfect as you is not here by any accident. And if I have met you ever, I am so honored to have been in your presence. Once after Kriya, I was teaching. I was inviting students to explore the fullness, the emptiness, the vastness in the heart and mind space after some really intense Kriya, and I said, this is you, this is your essence. And one of my students was really hungry and asked me if her essence was chicken sausage because that's all she could think about. No, you're not chicken sausage. Okay. Open your eyes, release your hands. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Step your left foot all the way back, exhale. Okay. So to root into your right foot, pull your chest forward, reach your arms back by your side. Lift your shoulder heads, slight drawing down of your tailbone as you lift up into Virabhadrasana 3. Pull your heart forward, keep lifting up through your left leg. And then find chair pose. Inhale, Utkatasana, shift your weight to your left foot. Stay low in your seat, but then draw your right hip up. Figure 4. Flex your right foot. Inhale. Hinge forward, airplane arms. Exhale. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, airplane arms. Last time, lift on the in-breath. And airplane arms. Exhale. Lift to stork pose. Natarajasana. Right palm reaches out by the side. Grab your foot. And then hinge forward. And lift the right leg. Square off your chest. Square off your shoulders. Last inhale. And we'll meet in mountain pose. Exhale. See if you can exhale through the soles of your feet. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Flat back, breath in, pull your heart forward. This time, step your right foot all the way back, low lunge, exhale. Pull your chest forward. Reach the arms back. Lift the fronts of your shoulder heads. And float all the way up. Find your chair pose. No rush to get there. Shift your weight to your right foot. Stay low, heavy in your right foot. Left hip flexor draws the left leg in. Figure 4. Sit back and down. Inhale. Airplane arms. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Airplane. Inhale, lift. And airplane. Exhale. Find chair pose. No, actually, stork pose. Lift up. Left palm face up. Reach back. Catch the instep of your left foot. Soft bend in your right knee. Spill forward. Reach forward. Kick, lift. And then come all the way up. Last time, in mountain pose. Bring your feet as wide as the mat. And have the outer border of your feet line up with the outer border of the mat. You'll look slightly pigeon-toed. Interlace fingers. Puff up your chest. Breath in. Exhale, fold. Totally relax your head. Release your hands. Lift up part way, flat back. Draw your heels in. Toes drip off the outer edge of your mat. Malasana. Nice and high, upright. Stay in your Malasana, or this is our only kind of flying pose today, which is crow. So if you're inclined to crow, check it out. Make sure you have enough room to fly back for chaturanga if that's in your prerogative. I'm going to hold for 3 breaths. Last one. You can float back chaturanga or lightly land to Malasana. Fold. Lengthen, and then your Vinyasa or dog pose. Okay. Right leg lifts all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot between your hands, low lunge. Find a little bit of bouncing. Working through the connective tissue. Glide back, just a baby pyramid. Come forward and then widen your right foot for lizard lunge. Lower the left knee. And just to feel it in your body one time, squeeze your left heel in. If you want to pad your left knee with a towel or fold the mat over, cool. So your left hamstring is contracting to make this action happen. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, reach back, hamstring contracts. You don't have to grab it, we're just reaching back. Inhale, reach back, contract. Inhale, exhale, reach back and contract. Inhale, lift your left knee. Okay. Left palm roots, you can be on your fingertips or a block, just depends on your body. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. Cactus the arms, you get that juicy twist. Breath in. Exhale, turn around, straighten the front leg and reach across the diagonal. Again, inhale, open up, cactus the arm. Exhale. Once more, breath in. And cactus. Exhale. Little pause there. Press so firmly into your right big toe mound that you can hover your right heel a millimeter off the floor. And then lift your right kneecap. It's not locked. Keep reaching, keep twisting. And then plant your right palm, come forward, lizard lunge. Left knee lowers. Reach back and catch. Now rather than come like all the way forward into the front of the left hip, actually deepen your left hip crease just a tiny bit. And keep the left hip crease slightly deepened. But feel your left glute engage. And it's propelling you forward. It's a locomotive muscle. But maintain that hip crease. And then perhaps you can draw your heel in a little closer. Pull the ribs in. Puff your low back out. Shoulder blades together. And then slowly release your foot. Come back to lizard lunge. Lift your left knee. Sweep the right leg up towards the sky. Engage your lats in dog pose as you bend the knee and roll open through your hip. Get heavy in your right hand as long as you can. Stay there, or the right hand will eventually lighten up into Kamatkatrasana, wild thing. Open up, breath in and out. Downward facing dog. Float your left leg all the way up. Exhale, step through. That little bouncing action. A little pyramid. And then come all the way forward, widen to lizard, lower your right knee, just so you feel it once. Hamstring draws in. And release. Okay, first of 3 times, take a breath in. Exhale, reach back, squeeze the hamstring. Inhale, come forward. Again, exhale, reach back, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, plant the palm, lift your right knee. You're strong and energized. Spiral the left arm up towards the sky. Really go for the twist. Inhale. Exhale, thread underneath. Straighten the left leg. Twice more. Inhale, open. Exhale. Last time, breath in and breath out. Now here we go. If you want to supercharge this pose, lift your left heel a millimeter off the earth. Whoa. But keep your left kneecap lifting. Spread through all 10 toes. Last breath in. And exhale, lizard lunge, lower your right knee. This time take the bind, left arm floats back, catch. So deepen the right hip crease, pull the heel in, and then your right glute is working to open the front of the right thigh, but you've got that hip crease in there. So this is what I'm talking about when I say looking at the places we don't want to look at, because we could easily just spill forward into the front of the right thigh. But what happens if you don't? What happens if you keep everything else the same, but maintain that little deepening, tiny little deepening of the right hip crease, just doing one thing slightly different? How can that change everything? And then release. Bring your left palm down. Float your right knee. Sweep your left leg towards the sky. Outer shoulders firm in. Bend the knee. Roll open through the hip. Option for your wild thing. Come all the way over. Peel the heart open. Full breath in. And a full breath out. All right, slowly release back to downward facing dog. Inhale. Flutter your lips, exhale. Knees come down. Lift up to kneeling. Okay. So it's not quite camel, but it's not a short cinching in. Actually, we'll do it this way. Imagine from your knees to the crown of your head, plank pose. So there's a shortening of the front of the body, drawing this energy in, all right? Hands to heart center, we're not back bending. Inhale, first of 3 times. Exhale, hinge back, tailbone reaching towards the space between your heels. Inhale, lift up. 2 more times. Exhale, hinge back. Inhale, lift up. Last time. Exhale, hello quads, pause, breath in. And out. And inhale all the way up. Not quite camel. We'll take the arms wide and hinge back less, but think about the parts of your spine that are most likely to bend. So for me, that's my low back and part of my middle back, but there are some areas that are pretty stubborn that don't want to move. So I'm going to contain the parts that have a lot of mobility and invite the more resistant, rigid parts to open up. So I'm not going into full camel, just part way back. Let's do it together. Reach your arms out wide, tailbone heavy, and then come back just enough and start to back bend from the places you're least likely to back bend from, and hold. And come all the way up. Hands by your side. It could be really electrifying to bring energy to the parts of us that have been dormant. Dormant from the winter, dormant from quarantine, dormant because of how we're living our lives, just the energy in our lives. It's inevitable. We're not going to be running at 100% all the time. It's a beautiful, rare moment that we're really grateful for when it does happen. But let's be realistic, it's not always going to happen. Oprah says, if you're out of the flow, your number one job is to get back into the flow. All right, one more time. Take your arms out wide. Inhale. Keep breathing. Pelvic floor lifts. Exhale, come back. Open up your resistant parts. Shy away from defaulting to your normal patterns. And lift up. It's camel time. Any version of camel that works for you. I'm doing dancing Ustrasana today. Toes curled under, hands on the heel. This reflects a lot of the movements we've already done in today's practice. So left arm swings across the midline, all the way up and back. And then it goes exactly back the way it came across the midline. Right arm swings across, inhale, open, and exhale. So get lost into it a bit on your own. Feel free to take that all the way back if you have the room, full Ustrasana. And same idea, maybe you're more open this time, but go the less obvious route. Come all the way up. Have a seat on your heels. Close your eyes. Deep breaths. Don't have to open your eyes, just lower your right ear to your right shoulder. Option to draw the chin in slightly. Roll your chin all the way down to your chest. Come up through center. Left ear to left shoulder. Breathe all the way out every time. Drop chin down to your chest. Roll all the way up. If your eyes are closed, open them. Inhale, reach up. Easy twist to your right side. Exhale. Inhale, come through center and easy twist to your left side. Exhale. Inhale, lift up through center, and exhale, release. We did a lot of back bends, Nadarajasana, Ustrasana, deep ones. So we're going to take a baby one to stabilize, locust pose. In this case, less is more. Come to your belly. It's about strength more than it is about opening. Reach your arms back, pull your heart forward. Lift your belly off the floor, engage your glutes, reach with the toes. And then crocodile, stack your left arm on top of your right, forehead down. Head vamping is a really common experience right now because we all have tech neck and stuff. And so we're trying to pull the head back to stack back over the shoulders and the hips, and this pose is really effective for doing that. Lift up and switch so your right forearm's on top of the left. Press up to all fours. Frog pose. Please pad your knees if you need to. Take the knees wide. Heels in line with your knees, toes pointing out. Lower to your forearms and draw your hips back rather than forward. Okay, stay here, or bring yourself into a bit of cow pose. Lift your sitting bones, lift your chest. And it's a slow movement. It will be slow for a lot of us. But think cat pose, tailbone tucks under. Really rotating the pelvis, likely against a good amount of resistance. But holy moly, is this good for helping you to feel more grounded, clearing up some root chakra, some sacral chakra stuff, helping to regulate the parasympathetic nervous system. There's so much to be gained when we actively seek out the parts of ourself that we're unwilling to look at, or that we simply are unaware of. And that's the beauty of awareness, is once you shine a light on something, just the very nature of our scrappy spirit that's always pushing us forward is to do something about it, to better ourselves, to better our situation. If you've been at this cat-cow business for a while, you might find that you're able to bring your knees a little wider. The nature of the spirit is that it wants to move you forward. It wants to move forward. And once that starts to awaken, there's no turning back. Okay, come on in. Bring your toes together. Yowza. See if you can balance on your toes and bring the soles of the feet together. Muladhasana. Take a mudra. Fan the thighs open. Little chin lock. And draw your knees together. Uttanasana, fold. Shake your hips out a little bit. Lower back to your mat. Gomukhasana, or double pigeon. So we'll have the right leg on top. I'm doing double pigeon today, but you can stack your knee over for Gomukhasana if that's your jam. Flex your feet. Before you fold, let's just sit upright for a couple of breaths. Bring your awareness down to your pelvis and feel your sitting bones start to creep slightly back. As you lift the back of your chest, feel your lower ribs pull in. And from your pelvis, begin to rotate forward a little or a lot. If you're called to, you can otherwise stay upright. Keep drawing your lower ribs in. Pull the back of your heart forward. Relax the tops of your shoulders. And you're not only grounding your sitting bones, but you're trying to slide them back behind you. One more inhale. Exhale all the way out. Walk your hands in. Sit tall. Straighten your legs just briefly. And then second side. You can have the left knee or the left shin on top. Ground your sitting bones. Lower ribs moving back, back ribs lifting, feet flexed. Draw your awareness to your pelvis. You want to get this rotating action forward. And let that initiate as much of the movement as possible. When and if it's appropriate for your body, come forward. Remembering to exhale all the way out every single time. One more inhale. Stay for the out breath. Walk your hands back in. And then extend your legs. Roll the toes in and out, side to side. Paschimottanasana. Knees can be bent or straight. I'm going to encourage bent knees because that'll allow the back to round. We can get into the adrenals a bit more. I mentioned earlier that when we are in our rest and digest, our parasympathetic state, what we see is both real and true. We see things as they are, which, even though it might not feel like it right now, tends to be beautiful. I mean, the dichotomy, the dialectic nature of life is that beauty and suffering are always existing side by side. Our ego is trained to hone in on the suffering and the fear. And our higher self doesn't ignore the suffering or the fear, but it also actively seeks out, invites in, and appreciates beauty, love, truth. Because it's there. It is there. And for that reason, any choice that we make, it always dissolves down or distills down to the essence of one of two options. Are you choosing love or fear? It is that simple. Are you choosing love or fear? And sometimes we'll choose fear. That's our gut. That's our ego. Sometimes our instinct is fear. But when we are calm, when the nervous system is balanced, when the mind is quiet, when we practice, when we're being aware, that's when we can choose love. So the more we practice choosing love, the better we are at choosing love. And the more love we can radiate out into the planet. Because you're not just choosing love for yourself, you are choosing love for every sentient being on this planet, every time that you choose love. You're practicing right now, you're choosing love, so thank you for that. Thank you for choosing love right now. Slowly come all the way up. Find Dandasana staff pose. Tuck your chin, curl your toes back. Exhale. And then inhale. Lengthen the tops of your ankles, bring your chin to neutral. Exhale, curl back. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly roll the way down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Set your feet down, arms wide. Move your hips a smidge to the left. And now you could do just an old school twist. Draw your knees in and lower them to the right. Or eagle legs. Snake your left leg around the right. Possibly wrap the ankle. And then draw the knees in and lower them to your right. Exhale all the way out. And now come through the center. Uncross the legs. Move your hips a smidge to the right of the midline. Wrap your right leg around the left, possibly the ankle. Draw the knees in and lower them to the left. Perhaps you look over your right shoulder. And then inhale back into center. Uncross your legs, bring them into neutral, hips to neutral. Happy baby. Ananda Balasana, grab your big toes to the outer edge of your feet. And then release down onto your back. Bring your legs wide. Bring your palms by your side, palms face up. It's a 3-minute Shavasana, and I'll guide you into it and out of it. If you'd like a longer Shavasana, press pause now. Relax the corners of your eyes down towards your ears. And the backs of your ears down towards the back of the skull. Feel the center of your throat relax and widen. The back of your ribs relax and widen. Relax your outer glutes so the whole body is widening like the banks of a river. And let your heel bones be heavy. Relax the whole front of the body, the whole back of the body. Relax your whole body. Shavasana. Take a full breath all the way in. And let it out. Take another breath all the way in. Let it out. One more inhale. And exhale. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. And roll to your right for fetal pose. Thank your mind, your body, and your breath, and with closed eyes and minimal effort, use your left arm to press up to a tall, comfortable seat. Relax the face, stay connected to your breathing. I'd like to close with a poem called Belonging. Because who looks at a mountain and says, just a bit out of place? Who says to the river, a little to the right? Who asks the sun, turn it down a notch? Who orders the moon, stop changing shape? Who tisks at the long grasses for dancing in the wind? Who raises an eyebrow at how quietly the tree breathes? Who whispers to the lake, I wish you were an ocean? Who tells the cloud, you aren't meant to be here? Who scolds the lichen, don't cling so tightly? Who tells the flower, she's a petal too short? No one. Not you, not me, nor the divine, or nature itself. And if all of that, all of creation is good enough, just as it's made, why wouldn't you be too? And so what if, from this day forward, you gazed upon yourself like a mountain or a lake or a sun or a moon or even a blade blowing in the wind? What if you remembered that you too are a creation of the natural world? A creation that does not need to be critiqued, judged, or fixed or altered. A creation that is welcomed, accepted, embraced, beloved for all the qualities it brings to life, simply by being. Belonging is in your bones and your blood. Belonging is your birthright, your inheritance from the divine. Simply by being made, you were made to belong. Hands to heart center. Thank you all so much for practicing with me. The light in me bows to and honors the light in you. Namaste.